Hello YouTube, I am bringing you a video, plugin help video on factions. Now I went ahead and deleted my folder so I could start fresh and show you guys everything. So what you want to do is download factions, put in your plugin folder, and then you want to run your server. Alright. Once it's done, you want to go back into your plugins folder. Now, you can do two things. You can do what I'm doing and go into your factions thing, into your config, which you have to stop your server, or you can go into your server and sorry, a little sick here, and you can do it by doing /f config, which I will show you how to do it in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my server. So, wait, I gotta show you guys this first. Since I know most people are gonna watch this, looking up how to get rid of this, the A and the R, I want to go ahead and knock that out of the way. You type in /f config chat tag insert index 2. This goes into the chat insert index and sets it to 2 instead of 1, which is where it's usually at. And so when I talk, I'll have that. Actually, I want to test something out. Alright, makes no difference so far. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the server, since you guys see what I just did there. Now we'll show you everything on how to do it in the config. Now if you have your server running while you're editing the config, it will not work. It will ignore every single command that you edited into here, and you will have to do it all over again. So I'm just gonna do this. Alright, this is basically just the, this is the allow the no slash command, which is the backslash. The color of your faction members is green, the color of your allies is purple, or light purple, color of your neutral is white. Now, I just want to make this clear before any of you guys mess this up. If you do and 1 to do dark green instead of the and a green, it will crash. Instead, you gotta do it like this, dark green. Make sure you have it in these things. I forget what they're called, so don't judge. Red is your enemy color. Peaceful factions, which is admins, only admins have permission to do so, is gold. Warzone is dark red. Power player max. Now this is if you do /f power, your maximum is 10. Most people leave it at 10, and then they have stuff in, what is it? The donations thing, like either engine or Buycraft. They'll have it to where they can donate for, like, say 20 power. The player minimum is -10. Power player starting. This is if someone just randomly joins my server. They'll start out with 0, but now they'll start out with 5. Power per minute. This is how much power you gain per minute. Change that to 5. Power lost when you're. This is basically how much power you lose whenever you die. So you lose 2. Alright, power region offline. This is if someone just dies and then gets offline. So if someone gets offline, their power will regenerate automatically. I recommend keeping it at false. Power offline loss per day. So if someone gets on, makes a faction, doesn't play for a couple days, they lose power. I won't change that. This is the prefix for admin. As long as you keep in the annotation, I'm not sure if they're called annotations. Right now I don't really care because I'm very tired and very sick. You can do /A, bracket A, what am I doing? Instead of having 2 stars, I'm going to keep it as 2 stars, because I like that. The faction tag minimum to create a faction is 3. The faction tag maximum, I will change that to 15, but it is 10 by default. Faction tag force uppercase, I want to keep that false. That basically makes it to where the faction tag has to be in caps. No lowercase. New faction default open. I don't know what that is. Faction member limit, that is the amount of faction members a faction can have. New player starting faction ID, I don't know what that is. Show map faction key, that is /F space map. Show neutral factions on the map, yes, yes, yes. Faction only chat, that does like /F space C space F, goes into faction chat. Faction chat or chat tag enable, that shows your tag in chat. That is the relation color, which is up here. The green, red, blah blah blah. Chat tag replace string, that is the string, what you, I guess, like how I showed in the chat, the essentials chat. Instead of having these brackets, it's those brackets. Insert after string, that's what would happen after string. Like right before your faction or your username, that's what would be put. This is before. Say if I put a bracket and then bracket. Chat tag insert, I'm not even gonna look at that. Faction tag format, that is the faction tag format. I have no idea what it is. I believe it is the /F space C space A, those colors. World guard checking, change that to true. Not even gonna edit that. This is basically, it logs everything the people do with factions. And this is these are the things you cannot do in enemy territory. If you put a comma, enter, backspace, space, thingies, I will do warp. It makes it where warp is unable to go. You're not allowed to do that. I'm not gonna. I don't know what that is. Territory deny build. That is if a faction member of any faction is online, you can build on their territory. I will keep that at true because it says deny, so I want to make sure it's denied. This is if the person gets offline, you can build on their territory. If you put to false, I'm going to keep it on true. Territory pane build, that is like window pane, or I think it's fences and item frames and such like that. This is the enemy deny build. You cannot build on enemy land. I'm gonna I want to make a reference. People that are watching this that played on Dreamcraft in 1.4.5, Austin made it to where the territory enemy deny build was false, so someone could log on to the dude's account and wait for the login timeout to go. So you basically had time to start destroying stuff before you'd have to re-log onto their account. And this is just the exact same stuff. The usage is like vehicles and such. Block creepers, false. That means that you can place creeper eggs and blow them up. I'm gonna keep that. This is the protected materials. The materials that are protected. I am going to remove chests. These are the stuff that is denied that you can't use. Like, say, flint and steel, bucket, water bucket, lava bucket. You cannot use those. Territory protected material when offline. Take off chests. Everything else is okay. Spout is a plugin. I believe it is like Essentials. The capes you download right there. I'm not gonna show you how to do that because I don't know how to do it. So it'd be like blind leading the blind. The economy is like /F space money. That this enables it. You can do this in game by doing /F space config space econ capital E lowercase n a bold. Then you do space true to enable in game. Universal account, I don't know what that is. This is the amount of money it takes to claim the wilderness. Starting will be 50. The economy cost to claim land from factions. I will make it double and make it 100. Economy claim additional multiplier. This is if, say you have one piece of land and you claim another piece of land. This is how much multiplies by how much land you have. Or how much it costs for the one piece of land. Change that to 1.0. Leave that at that. Economy, claim unconnected fee. That is how, say someone just goes off and claims their base and then goes off into another area and just claims it for the fuck of it. This is an extra fee. How much it takes to create a faction. I don't know what that is. How much it is to set a home. Change it to 2,000. Economy cost to join. I'm not going to do that, but inviting costs $50. This is to do /F space home to teleport to it. I do not recommend putting a cost, but you can. This is to change your tag. This is to change your description. Title is if you do /F space title, the player's name, and then the title. I will change that to 1,000. Economy cost to list, that is /F space list. I'm not putting it. Map, I will put 500. It costs 500 to use /F map. Economy cost for power, I'm not going to change that. Ooh, World War Z. Looks like a good movie. I am definitely watching it. If you don't watch it, you suck ass. /F show is basically if you do /F who. Same thing. This is how much it costs to open your faction, which I bet no one will be doing. Oh, this is the cost for whatever. Bank enabled, true. These are if you have, say, world, sorry. My bad. This is if you have, like, say, world or multi-worlds or something like that, plugin similar to that. You put in the world name here, and it makes it to where they cannot claim it. Here, you lose no power in that land. And then the worlds that ignore the PvP. And then the worlds that have no wilderness protection, so anyone can do whatever. That's basically it. And then you save it. Run your server. I will have a link to both this and my server, but I will not have the folders. I will have all these plugins. I will have factions separate as well. Yeah. If you guys want to download it, it's up to you. Now if I do /f money, there it is. For the next 4 minutes or so, I will show you guys all the commands that are useful if you're op or admin or whatever. So /f disband, /f create, it will cost money. Hello, cost 1,000. Now I will do /f title, Don owner, /f money. Now you either do press D or deposit to put in money into your faction bank. Take a note, moderators can take money away or take money out of the faction bank. Anyway, /f deposit. So if I do /f cf, it shows all that. Well, it doesn't show it right in the faction. If I do /f who, it will show my title. /f home is if you do that. /f power is how much power you have right now. /f help 2. That is if someone this is if someone invites a player that you do not like, you can de-invite them immediately. And create a faction by doing all these. This is to change the tag of already create a faction. This is to set home of a faction. Note, you have to set your faction home in a claimed territory of your faction. This is the economy command /f money. This is to claim land. This is to run. If I do /f auto claim and start running around, it auto claims land without me having to type in /f claim every time. Unclaim, declaim, it unclaims the land that you're standing on. Unclaim all or declaim all, it unclaims all land that you are currently holding. /f kick kicks a player out of the faction. /f mod promotes someone. /f admin gives them ownership of the faction. It makes you a moderator, so you can leave the faction if you want. /f title, I've already gone over that. 5. /f map, that shows factions. /f no boom, it is only for peaceful factions. So if I want to do /f peaceful, I will have /f no boom, so creepers cannot blow up my territory, yada yada yada. Owner is if you claim a land, you walk over it and you don't want people griefing their area, you do /f owner space and then their name. It automatically puts your name on there, so you can access it if you want. Only owners can do that, faction owners. /F owner list gives you the names of the owners in the territory. /F help 6. I'm gonna go over 20 minutes now. Oh well. /F disbands your faction. Say you're owner and you're the only one in there, you do /F disband to join another faction. Or you can just do it with people in it, but people don't like you then. /F ally. Ally is a faction that wants to ally you, or you can give them a request to ally you. /F neutral does the same thing if you're enemy to a faction, or if you're allied to a faction, except it automatically neutrals you if you're allied to a faction. If it's enemy, then it gives them a request, unless you're the only one that enemied them. /F enemy. Enemy is a faction no matter what. 7, 8. This is just helpful things. /F bypass is granted to people or stuff with admin kit, or the faction admin kit, which I will show you later on. So if I give default, this is using essentials, so if I do /main add p default essentials dot not essentials, factions dot kit dot full player, I believe. Alright, they already have direct access to it because I've already done it. They get /F, they can create their own factions and such. But yeah, you can change full player to admin and give it to the admin rank or whatever. And they can use /F bypass, which allows them to go into any claimed territory and access their stuff. /F claims safe zone. Claims an area for safe zone to where no PvP or anything can happen. Warzone is the exact opposite, but where they can PvP but they still can't build or nothing. Auto claim safe zone, Warzone. Auto claim safe zone or Warzone, whichever you put on. Unclaim all safe zone is unclaims all safe zone. Pretty straightforward. Same thing with the Warzone. /F unclaim declaim works on Warzones as well as regular factions. /F peaceful faction tag makes your faction peaceful. Default players, if you give them the kit full player, do not have access to /F peaceful. Keep that in mind. /F help 10. /F chat spy is if you're admin, you use /F chat spy, and then say someone with notice is talking in faction chat to his faction members, and you can see that. I will give you a thingy here. By the way, that is not a hack client, that is a mod. It's called Minecraft Forge. It is similar to modloader, but I deleted modloader and all those mods because I wanted the AVP mod for my tutorial or my let's play, and I wanted not enough items because it gives you the recipes on like too many items. I don't even remember my password. I will have to unregister. / what is it called? Alright, slash auth me. Alright, my bad. Alright, slash f create. Alright, slash FCF. I have noticed. You can see it right there. Lock is to lock up all your stuff from any admins or such. Reload is to completely restart everything. Save is to save the config, which I will do right now. Version is to see the version. So you can see I'm running 1.6.9.2. Anyway, that is a tutorial on factions. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. If this plugin tutorial helped you, please tell me if it did, and tell me things I need to improve in the comments. I will leave a link to all the things I said earlier and annotations to skip all the way to here. Actually, I won't do that. I'm sorry. I lied. Anyway, thank you for watching, and peace.